Today is February 6, 2023, and I will be taking the Ajo Mountain Drive road that loops around in the park. It's a 21-mile loop, and it starts at the Visitor Center. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Hi there, you have found the Crafty Traveler channel. My name is Lonnie, and I'm a 71-year-old female who loves to camp and travel. I travel with my little Schnauzer Snickers, who can be a bit noisy at times. We love to go to the desert in the winter, the mountains in the summer, the seashore whenever we can. Sometimes I travel alone, and other times I love to travel with a group. I belong to a wonderful group of ladies that love to camp and have a good time. We do activities like painting. Sometimes I do sewing tutorials. I love to visit quilt shops, go to quilt retreats, and quilt shows. Come along and follow us. Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and see where we go next. Thanks for watching. The young lady at the visitor center that said there are white signs for the stop areas. Stop and read on the way. Stop ahead. I have my pass. I've already showed them my pass. I won't be hiking, so if I do stop, the stop area, dogs can get out on the road, or the stop area, dogs are not allowed on any trails on this part of the park, which is fine with me. I'm just here to drive and see the scenery. Stop number 2, I don't know where stop number 1 was, but it talks about the Sonora Desert National Monument. It says, welcome to Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument, the heart of the Sonora Desert. I've been looking at all the beautiful cactus and scenery. Stop number 3. Stop number 3 is all about the saguaro cactus. The Sonoran desert icon is the saguaro cactus. They have to live 75 to 100 years to get their first arm, and they allow birds to nest in them. I missed number 4, but it was about the organ pipe cactus. I had to stop here a minute and look at this organ pipe cactus. It's probably the largest one I've seen with as many arms as I've seen so far in the park. This is the stop number 5. And at home in the desert, sounds of thunder and drumming of rain on the ground during a summer monsoon signal Spadefoot road to emerge from the subterranean home to breed in temporary pools. Eggs will hatch quickly. The tadpoles must mature to adulthood in as few as 2 weeks. So evidently this is where little froggies are born. We are coming to about the halfway point to a picnic area. The Diablo Canyon picnic area. It has trash can, picnic tables, and a ramada, but there are no restrooms at this picnic area. But we're stopping to have a little lunch and take a break. Snickers and I have stopped off at the Diablo picnic area, take a little walk, and to have something to eat. And of course, take some pictures. Shaping the culture, shaping the land. All those rugged rocks. After our break and lunch, Snickers and I are getting back on the Ajo Mountain Road to continue our tour around the park. The sign is quite faded, but it just says 8. Stop 8 as regards to the prickly pear cactus, which you can see in the video right here. Many species of prickly pear cacti are familiar to travelers because prickly pear grows naturally throughout most of the Western Hemisphere. Abundant on the surrounding slopes is Engelmann prickly pear, the most common prickly pear species on the monument. And they do produce fruit, and they are edible, and I believe that even the petals are edible. Number 9 talks about the mountain here, and that there is a lot of rhyolite, tough, and more rhyolite layered up. We've now traveled over the plains and into the Ajo Mountains of Oregon Pipe. Geologists recognize this landscape as part of the vast basin and range province that includes much of the interior west of the United States and parts of the northwest of Mexico. You can see the layers there. Number 10. Number 10 talks about the cooler climate of the canyon country. The Ajo Mountains receive more rain than any other part of the monument and have cooler summer weather. Reflecting the high country climate, the jojoba bush, Jojoba, and the evergreen scrub community is restricted to the rocky outcroppings and boulder slopes and deep canyons of the Ajo Range. That's why it's more green, they get more rain, and the summer temperatures are cooler than down in the valley. Number 10. Part of the road is narrower and has its ups and downs like a roller coaster. By the way, this road all the way around is one way, so no danger of somebody coming towards me. Now we're coming up to a trailhead. You see the arch at the top of the mountain? This is the trailhead that people take to climb up there. Blasts from the past, violent eruptions of ancient volcanoes, similar to Mount St. Helens, created the rocks of this canyon. Hot ash blew from these volcanoes, falling in layers. As the ash cooled, it solidified into rock called asphalt tuff. And in this area, you can see there is the arch. There is a trail that goes up there, but of course I can't take the dog. And there's no way I would make it up that trail. So I'm just looking at it from the parking lot. Getting some yellow blooms from some of the desert plants. I think this is a sage. Of course, there's prickly pear in between. Cholla over there, as well as saguaro. Beautiful picture against this backdrop of those rocks. Number 11 talks about wintering in the high country. Another higher elevation plant that prospers in cooler weather is the agave, commonly called the century plant. It grows on the highest peaks in the mountains. Mount Ajo, which is on your left, which is over here, and marks the boundary between the monument and Tohono Indian Reservation, or the Tohono O'odham Nation. Archaeologists have discovered agave roasting pits in the high country of Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. The essential jojoba, blue-green shrub growing along the sides of the road, is jojoba, Jojoba. Tiny flowers grow on the male plants, producing pollen that is wind deposited into the female plants. The female plants then produce an acorn-shaped seed in the summer. These shrubs have been adapted to the extreme desert heat by keeping their leaf edges facing the harsh midday sun, thus reducing the evaporation of precious water. So the green shrubs that we see with the little yellow flowers are male jojoba. Lucky number 13 talks about the trees of life. The mesquite tree has long inhabited the land you see before you. The fruit is high in carbohydrates. The mesquite tree is between the two saguaros, and sometimes they are called nurse trees because the birds eat seeds of the saguaro and sit in the tree of the mesquite, and their excrement has the seeds in it, and the saguaro grows around it. There's also Oregon pipe here and other beautiful scenery. Number 15, waiting for rain. Ocotillo looks splendid when there has been enough rain to allow it to grow dark green leaves in a spiral pattern around the branches. It may look as if it is a plant, a cactus, because of the spines, but don't be fooled. It is not a cactus. The plant belongs to the candlewood family and is the only representative of the family in the United States. Its cousin, the bohemian tree, grows mainly in Baja and Mexico. So the long, spindly Ocotillo right there has a few green leaves on it now, and after a few more rains it will leaf out even more and even have little red blooms on the ends. It's beautiful when it's bloomed. Number 16 talks about a forest of spines. All around you is a small forest of pale yellow tree-shaped cacti called chain fruit cholla. They're all around there. They are called chain fruit because the fruit upon the cactus hangs down, creating long chattins, C-H-A-T-I-N-S. The joints of the plant are biologically designed to detach as an animal or human walks by within a spiny reach. The spines are barbed and hooked into the fur or flesh of the passerby. In fact, Snickers got one in his leg fur this morning, just a little bitty one, but it was enough to make him limp. It was close to his foot. So those are the cholla cactus there. The human impact. Geology and ecology of the desert shape now humans live on the land. We have also changed the land, sometimes knowingly, sometimes without intent. Here's the view from the storyboard. Stop number 17, called Teddy Bear Pass. These fuzzy little cacti are called teddy bear cactus. Do not deceive by the cuddly name. These teddy bear cholla will bite rather than be cuddly. Those are the teddy bear cholla. Look fuzzy, but they're not. The Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument is filled with plants and animals and humans that have adapted to the Sonoran Desert unique environment. Some people migrated here, some adapted to or survived the changing climate during the past 10,000 years. Border Patrol are consistently patrolling the area. But all will need to continue evolving to adapt to the ever-changing environment. Long-term monitoring projects taking place within the monument and nearby wilderness reserves indicates that our climate has begun to change again. Many of the plants and animal species that we associate with the Sonoran Desert are threatened: bighorn sheep, spadefoot toad, and even our beloved saguaro. We're coming to the end of the road and the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video of the Ajo Mountain Road touring around Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. It's very beautiful, and we need to preserve all of these areas. I hope you liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay crafty, smart, creative, and safe. Thanks for watching. Bye now.